We're sitting here today with Mr. Alex Wilcox on the inside of a Phenom 100, and Mr. Wilcox is very excited today to have this launch, and maybe you can give our viewers and our listeners a sense of your business and what you're setting up here.
Sure. So JetSuite is a company that currently has 12 Embraer Phenom 100s in operation. We employ 40 pilots, and we operate primarily in the western United States. And we are by far the most cost-effective private jet option in our markets, and we fly exclusively this airplane. So we've kind of adopted the Southwest Airlines low-cost carrier model. Fly just one kind of airplane, be the lowest cost provider, and that way all of our pilots can fly on all of our airplanes, and our customers always know what to expect. We don't fly international except for Canada and Mexico. We don't serve large sumptuous meals. What we do is we do the bread and butter business trips under 1,000 miles, and predominantly again in western U.S.
What differentiates your offering compared to, let's say, other fractional options that people would have?
So we're not a fractional operator. We're strictly a charter operator. So you don't have to buy into the airplane. So I guess to answer your question, the biggest thing is money. You can charter one of these airplanes for as little as $999 for the whole entire airplane between LA and Vegas. The next cheapest option you'll find in the market is probably $6,000 bucks. We do it capacity controlled, just like an airline ticket. It's restricted. It's only available at on certain days, at certain times. But the number one differentiator is the value that we provide. There's no compromises. You still get your own airplane. You just travel at the same flight levels, at the same speeds, but you don't have to pay that kind of a bill.
So essentially, for $999, you get 5 seats.
4, yes.
You sell 4 seats.
Right.
What about this 5th seat back here?
That's the lavatory, and so
okay.
you can flip it up. Yeah, exactly.
That's not a paying seat.
No, it can be. I mean, there is a modification available to put a seatbelt there, but we just haven't had demand for it. It's not quite as comfortable.
So essentially, for $999 per flight hour, is that right? And
no, $999 all in here to Vegas.
So you can take 4 of your friends for $999.
That's right, $258 per person.
I mean, that's almost as good as commercial.
Yep.
And you've got a lot more comfort here.
Yes, you have a lot more comfort, and you literally show up at the airport, and 3 minutes later you're in the air. There's no TSA to contend with. You can leave your shoes on. You can carry your shampoo. You can bring your firearms, whatever you want to do.
Firearms.
Well, firearms actually have to go in the baggage compartment, but
right.
Just to make the point, it's you are chartering the entire private jet.
It's a phenomenal concept, given how burdensome it is these days to go through an airport.
Yes.
Who is your target market?
It's really depends on the market and the day of the week. Our most popular market right now is LA to Vegas, and that's because it lends itself to many different kinds of clients. But we go to many places off the beaten path. In the last 2 months, we've flown to over 360 different airports. By comparison, American Airlines flies to 76 U.S. airports. We have a much more sophisticated operation, and we're much more likely to take people exactly to where they want to go. It's a commercial carrier. So say you want to go to Bakersfield or Fresno, you're a real estate developer. We have a guy who's got properties in a town just outside of Las Vegas. He can either drive there or he can fly commercial. Either of those options takes him 5 hours each way, or he can fly on us for 45 minutes and not much more cost.
So in fact, the shrinking U.S. airline footprint is the best news you've ever had.
It's quite good for us, exactly, yes. Yeah. And the reducing schedules and reducing geography, exactly.
So you said you have 12 planes now. Do you plans to grow?
Very much so. We've got another 20 orders in with Embraer. They're not supposed to deliver until next year, but we're right now contemplating accelerating those orders because we're already kind of maxing out our existing fleet.
And you're going to stay Western U.S. focused, or you're going to start looking across the country?
When we get more airplanes, we're definitely going to expand.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.